Have you ever been scrolling on your phone just for a minute and then you look up at the clock and an hour is just gone? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dive into the neuroscience of why it is so hard to stop scrolling. Let's get right into it.
You know how it starts. It's always that same little whisper in the back of your mind. Okay, just one more. But then, you look up and somehow 30 minutes have vaporized.
Or, let's be honest, sometimes it's a full hour that's just, vanished into thin air.
And you're left with that weird kind of sinking feeling, asking yourself, wait, has that much time really passed already? Where did it go?
Okay, before we go any further, I really need you to hear this loud and clear. If this happens to you, you are not lazy, and you are definitely not weak. There's a really powerful biological reason this happens, and it's all going on inside your brain.
So here's the big reveal. This whole struggle, it's not actually about you versus your phone. It's about understanding the very powerful, very real systems that are running the show inside your own head. So let's start with the absolute basics. Your brain has this built-in thing called a reward system. You can think of it like a little motor inside you that's constantly on the lookout for anything that feels good or pleasurable. And what's the fuel for this motor? It's a chemical you've probably heard of called dopamine. It's known as the feel-good chemical for a reason. Whenever you do something you like, your brain releases a tiny hit of it, and that little jolt of pleasure makes you want to do that thing again.
So in the world of scrolling, what causes that little dopamine hit? Well, pretty much anything. It could be a super funny clip, a really interesting fact you didn't know, or something just totally surprising. Every single video is a new chance for that little burst of pleasure.
And this creates what we call the dopamine loop. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful cycle. Step 1, you see a cool video. Step 2, your brain gives you a little shot of dopamine. Step 3, you feel that tiny buzz of a reward. And step 4, your brain immediately says, hey, that was great, let's do that again. It's this loop that keeps that thumb scrolling.
But, and this is a huge but, your brain's natural wiring is only half of the story. It turns out, this whole biological process is being intentionally targeted by the way these apps are built from the ground up.
And here's the main culprit: infinite scrolling. It's a design choice. There's no end to the page, there's no finish line, there's absolutely no natural point to take a break. It's designed to just keep feeding you one video after another forever.
I mean, just think about the difference between that and, say, reading a book. When you finish a chapter, your brain gets a really clear signal, like a little off-ramp that says, hey, this is a good place to stop. Infinite Scroll is specifically designed to remove all of those off-ramps, leaving your brain with zero clues that it's time to take a break. Now, to make things even more sticky, these apps use a really potent psychological trick called a variable reward system. This is the exact same principle that makes slot machines in a casino so incredibly addictive. You have no idea if the next video is going to be boring or if it's going to be amazing. And that not knowing, that unpredictability, is what gets us hooked. It basically hijacks your brain's natural curiosity. It creates that constant little voice in your head that says, maybe the next one will be the really good one. It's a slot machine for your attention, and every single swipe is you pulling the lever again, hoping for that jackpot. And the final piece of the trap is the format of the content itself. These short, super fast-paced videos are literally training our brains to want and expect instant rewards. Over time, this actually starts to rewire our attention spans, making it genuinely more difficult to focus on slower things, like reading a long article or even just having a deep conversation.
Okay, so all of this might sound a little bit scary, but here is the good news, the best news actually. Just understanding how this whole system works is the single biggest step toward taking back control. This isn't about a battle of willpower, it's about a journey of retraining your brain. And you can start retraining your brain with really small, simple experiments. Try this. Set a timer on your phone before you even open the app. Or make your bedroom a strict no-phone zone. That'll help your sleep too. You could even schedule intentional short scrolling breaks into your day so that you are in charge of the time, not the other way around.
So, if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. The next time you find yourself stuck in a scroll hole, please be kind to yourself. Remind yourself it is not because you lack willpower. It is simply your brain doing exactly what it's supposed to do in response to a system designed to grab it. Understanding really is a superpower. Now that you can see the matrix, you see the design behind the infinite scroll and the chemistry it triggers in your own brain. The power shifts right back to you. So the real question is, what are you going to do with it?